Hey guys, this episode is the last video game pickups video of 2018. So yeah, I'm just gonna be showing off some games I've gotten recently. So we're starting off with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I got this as a Christmas gift from my stepbrother DJ. So thanks DJ for that. Hooked me up with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've been putting some serious hours in it. I'm trying to unlock as many characters as I can before I ever play it with anyone, just so they have like a wider variety of characters to choose from. Because having like a small selection of characters to choose from when you're playing a game like Smash is just not fun at all. You start off with 8 characters, I believe, and in order to unlock new characters, you have to do the little new challenges thing by completing Classic mode. And the way Classic mode works is that it's this arcade. It's your basic fighting game arcade mode, except if you fail a fight, you lose points and the difficulty gets lowered. The lower the difficulty, the lower the rewards. So it's kind of like a high risk, high reward type deal with classic mode. Real fun game, and this also has all of the fighters from every Smash Bros. Game in existence, and I think it has every stage in from every Smash Bros. Game as well. So that's pretty neat, nice. And Joker from Persona 5 is going to be DLC pretty soon in this game, and I'm really really excited. So yeah, this is like one of the best holiday gifts I've gotten. Really love Smash Bros. Ultimate, love it. All right, so I've got a few PS4 games to show off. Here is Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human is a game by David Cage. It's an interactive movie game, just like all of other David Cage's games, like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls and Fahrenheit, which was, I think it was his first ever project. I've never played Fahrenheit before. I've seen like screenshots and footage of it, but I've never played Fahrenheit. I want to play it. So Detroit Become Human is about a future in, I think it's 2038, where androids are people's servants now. You can and androids are like bought and sold and treated like objects. So yeah, and there so some an- so three so you play through the perspective of 3 androids, and they're gaining emotion, and they're like trying to like break the mold from their from being like this slave type thing, because androids aren't really treated the best in this world. And part of me feels like that Become Human took inspiration from Deus Ex Human Revolution story, because that game, coincidentally enough, takes place in Detroit in the future, where androids are treated unfairly, they just have this like stigma or prejudice against them. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or if David Cage took inspiration from Deus Ex Human Revolution. I don't know, but both are good games. Unlike Beyond Two Souls, your choices do have meaning. So yeah, it's best to pick wisely, and I think you can get characters killed too as well. So be careful with what choices you make when playing this game. I'm still in the early hours of this game, so yeah. Next is Cladden. Cladden Returns. This is Sengoku. Now, Cladden Returns is an action RPG, which it has a 16-bit type art style to it. I haven't played too much of it, but it was designed by Nippon Ichi Software, the guys behind the Disgaea games, the games that they're most famous for. So yeah, gotta give them this. This game's pretty damn fine. I love it. Now, finally, for the PS4 roundup, we've got South Park: The Fractured But Whole. This game, I believe, is a sequel to South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's more of a superhero theme to it, because The Stick of Truth had this kind of Dungeons and Dragons World of Warcraft type deal to it, except everyone is in their costumes playing. Now, I know like every other reviewer has said this before, but the game is basically one big episode of South Park. And I love it. It's awesome. It's got all these cool RPG mechanics. It's turn-based as well. It's awesome, and it still retains the crazy humor from the show. Really nice. Oh man. So now I'm going to talk about games I got from a store in Silver Spring, Maryland called the Record Exchange. The Record Exchange, they sell vinyl, CDs, and even old school game cartridges, and old games as well. Old PlayStation 2 games too. So first off, sorry about that. I want to start off with Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now, I've never played Code Veronica X in my life. So I don't have too much to say on it. I've heard lots of good things about it, but I don't know I don't know anything about it. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. Next is, hold on. Let me pull out the other games too. All right, there we go. Next is Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII. This game is, I don't know why Square Enix decided to make it a third-person shooter. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's so Dirge of Cerberus is a tie-in story to the story of Final Fantasy VII. It's revolved around Vincent Valentine. That's all I remember. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, I did complete Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, which is a really awesome game. Recommend you guys check it out. But yeah, this is a third-person shooter. I don't know what to think of this. I don't know. Why did they not make it into an RPG, or at least an action RPG? I don't know. Alright, let me get out the rest of my stuff. Alright, so next game is Bleach Soul Resurrection. I've been wanting to get this game for years. Every game... Sorry about that. Ever since middle school, I've been trying to find it. Every GameStop that I've gone to, they don't have it. This game is... I don't know if it's hard to find or anything. I guess... So, and this game is also kind of expensive online, too. I got this for, like, what? I think it was $12, $14, I think. So, yeah, I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play it tonight. I know it's based around the fight with the Iran cars in later seasons of the show. That was my favorite arc, too, with all the Iran cars and everything. Next is 3 Final Fantasy games. First off, I'm going to start off with Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation 1. Now, the only Final Fantasy Tactics games that I played was Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions on the PSP, and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy Advance. So, I really love this game. It's really nice. I love it. Lots of strategy going into it. It's... I could tell at the time that this was something new for Square Enix to make a Final Fantasy game that's more along the lines of a tactical RPG. So I know that Square was like in there, just trying to experiment a bit with this. So I got to hand it to them with this one. I'm making a mess right now. So, next is, I also picked this up from the Record Exchange for very cheap, too. This is Final Fantasy VII, a game that everybody loves. So yeah, if you're a gamer and you don't know about Final Fantasy VII, man, it's, come on, dude. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII, one of the best role-playing games of all time. Yeah, so this has all 3 discs that comes with it, and, on the back of the box, it reads, "What begins as a rebellion against an evil corporation becomes much more," and let me tell you, they're right about that. It's way more than a rebellion against a Shinra, blowing up reactors and shit. Oh, man. And, I don't really have much more to say about Final Fantasy VII, because it's Final Fantasy VII, dude! Like, what else can you say about it? It's Final Fantasy VII. Alright. Next is the last game. This is Final Fantasy IX. Now, looking back at it, I could tell that Final Fantasy IX was one of the more lighthearted games of the Final Fantasy games released on the PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy VII had like themes of like eco-terrorism and stuff like that. Final Fantasy VIII had like stuff about war, the effects of war and stuff. Final Fantasy IX, this game is a bit more lighthearted than the others. I remember booting this up and being taken aback by the difference of the setting. It wasn't in like some kind of dark, shoddy town or whatever. It started off in Alexandria, which was like this beautiful city or something. But yeah, this game retains the ATB system as well. Love it. You should give it a try. If you've played other Final Fantasy games, for beginners of the Final Fantasy franchise, I recommend you get into Final Fantasy IX. It's a really awesome game. Love it. So that about covers it up for the last video game pickups of 2018. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys are wondering where I'm at, I'm in the library of our apartment, mainly because my dad and stepmom they're watching movies right now, and there's too much noise going on, and I had to take it downstairs to the apartment's lobby. So yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a happy New Year. See ya.